Guys, America is in a terrible spot. Now, I don't like to get political, but okay, I won't. My issue is with the music industry. The music industry is in a bad spot. Entire genres of music have disappeared. And I know you're going to think I'm going to list like disco and disco's gone, but there's others. Zach himself hasn't listened to anything but Yellow Card and Good Charlotte since 2005. Now,
hey, Newfound Glory also, okay?
Okay, good. But there's other genres that have disappeared, and I think we need to take a moment to recognize them. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
All right. So the first one that comes to mind is the high-pitched woman, low-pitched growling man genre. That's like your Aqua, Barbie Girl. There's Real McCoy, Toy Box. Half the songs on the DDR playlist.
Oh, true.
That's
everywhere
true.
in the 90s, and now they're gone.
Yeah.
I've got the genre of naming women. There's Mambo Number 5, and if anybody remembers Freak a Leak.
Yes.
That's a bedtime story now. It's old enough to be a bedtime story for people's kids.
Oh,
The concept of Freak a Leak, or just
No, just that song. Just you try to sing something from when you were younger. Freak a Leak.
At what age would you recommend that be a bedtime?
I don't know. I just
song?
remember thinking like
17.
20 years ago, any music like when we were kids, that was like 70s music. Was someone could sing that to you to sleep, and now you'd be singing 2000s music, early 2000s music. You could do Holler Back Girl to your kid.
We had different childhoods, and that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay, Zach.
Continue, Patrick.
Yeah. Okay. So my other genre of music that has just gone missing is the party rhymes with Bacardi genre.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
That's
50
a
Cent
good one.
in the club,
Yeah.
Jagged Edge, Where the Party At, and like probably half the country songs from the early 2010s. I just haven't heard party and Bacardi rhymed just in years.
It has been
What's
too long.
happening,
You're
America?
right. It has been too long.
It's true.
So speaking of music, I have an incredible announcement.
Yes.
I was invited to audition for the most unique voiceover role of my life, I believe.
Okay.
This was a rap for a horse vaccine company, and I don't know what their target demographic was. I don't know that horse owners and rap enthusiasts cross over too terribly often, but that's what they're doing. And I'd like to play you a little sample right now.
Please.
Do you
That's
think
okay.
that they reached out to you because of your experience with Dear Cinnabon?
Probably.
Probably.
It's got to be it.
I mean, one of the 3 views has to be them for
Hey.
that one.
All 3 of those were me.
Disagree. I put it on to go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's very soothing.
Yeah, this is what I sing to my kids. Sleep time.
Yeah, you're like,
All right, so-
I'm not going to sing Freak a Leak to my kids. I'm going to sing Dear Cinnabon.
No, horse rap.
Oh,
Horse
horse
rap.
rap, right. Sorry.
Giddy up, saddle up, let's turn up. Vaccinate your horse in a quick checkup. Corey Q Flu Vac, that's what's up. The perfect pair help keep disease from showing up. I'm Corey Q, here's my expertise. I protect your horse from these core diseases. Keeping them covered is a breeze. I'm Corey Q, I prevent with ease. What are core diseases, you might ask? They're a health risk that can come on fast. Dangerous and deadly, no thanks, I'll pass. Cause Corey Q is up to the task. And that's enough of that.
Wow, what a clip. Wow. I just stunning.
Wow.
Yeah, I liked it too. And yeah, now my kids go to sleep every night to that. It's
Yeah.
And I think one of the best things about having done this, one, I get to put it in my resume.
Absolutely.
But 2,
That's why we do
to
anything,
do-
just to add to our resume and our LinkedIn.
yeah, like my trophy shelf, and there's a scroll I keep. It's all my achievements. It got kind of boring because a lot of them have just been work related, and I don't know the context after a few months.
Kind of scroll.
Just big long paper scroll. I went to
Who's your scroll guy?
the teacher supply store
teacher supply
where
store.
the long paper cutting arm
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
And
Oh,
yes, you both know that features
yes.
heavily in this movie
Yes,
we're going
yes,
to
it
discuss
does.
today.
Yes.
Very
But I
true.
get to do one of my favorite things now that I've done this horse rap. I get to quote my mama. Move over, Public Enemy. There's a new bad bee in town. Now, she didn't exactly euphemize it to bee, but we're a family show. And kids out there, if you're wondering Wait, do bees sing? No, they rap. Anyway,
I thought you were about to
anyway.
jump into a rap. That was a beautiful setup.
No, we already experienced that, Alex. We already experienced the rap. Don't you remember?
Yeah.
I know. I thought I was
Yeah.
going to get to enjoy it again.
You can listen to this over and over again. I don't know
rewinding.
that this is going to make it onto the YouTube shorts.
I'll timestamp it
I'm going
so
to
you
loop
can
it
just
on the
like
30-second
click right
clip.
back to it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
Great.
Anyway, it's spooky season,
It is.
and
Ooh.
one of our hosts, Alex, happens to be very knowledgeable about scary movies. And so I thought I'd give us a little trick or treat. I'm going to ask Alex a few questions about some scary movies, and he's going to answer, and then Zach has to determine whether it's true or false. Does he think Alex is telling the truth, giving him the right answer, or is he trying to trick him?
So then is Alex going to try to be right, or it could part of the strategy be to throw me off? Like ultimately, it's making me fail.
Now, if I answer that, I feel like it gives away. It like takes away all of your work in this exercise.
Okay.
No, Alex is answering as accurately as possible. Okay.
Right.
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Okay. Yes.
No,
Well, I mean, he could just be
no.
dumb and not know any of the answers.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the fun.
That is
Okay.
the fun.
Like the truth
Every
is
day.
that the truth is he doesn't actually know scary movies. No, Alex is not dumb. Spoiler, guys. Alex is not dumb.
Sometimes.
Think to yourself.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Ready?
Let's do
We're
it.
pretty dumb when we get together.
Ooh.
All right. Question number 1. The movie Jaws just had its 50th anniversary. What time of day are sharks most active in hunting?
They are most active in low light, so I'm going to say twilight.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Yes, that is
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
Good
yeah,
job.
Okay. All right.
him.
All
I
right.
got this.
Next one.
100%.
In the movie Twilight,
Okay.
one of Bella's friends is played by this actress that
Shark.
was also in Pitch Perfect.
That is Anna Kendrick.
In the first one, yes, she is in that one, and she forgot that she was in it. She was like watching it with a friend, and then she was like, "What? Why am I in this?" And she forgot that she was in it, or something like that.
She was in the first Jaws. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes,
I
that's
think-
what I meant. Yeah.
That's incredible. All right.
You
Question
look
3.
that up, but there's something about she forgot being in the movie, and it blew her mind.
In Pitch Perfect 3, Lily was finally able to speak once what was removed from her?
That is a horror movie.
Pitch Perfect 3 is a horror movie?
I don't know. I guess apparently.
I believe she gets exorcised. I believe it's actually the devil that gets removed from her.
In Pitch Perfect 3, are you
Mhm.
thinking of This Is the End with Jonah Hill?
Nope.
Oh,
Thinking of
I'm gonna say
Lily from
no.
Pitch Perfect 3.
this is incorrect. There's no way that is a storyline in Pitch Perfect 3.
The answer is, well, it's okay. Alex was right. It is the devil. She is able to speak once again after the devil leaves her.
Exactly.
I don't think I mean I think these movies are very different than what I thought that they were.
All right. Well, go watch Pitch Perfect 3
I
several
won't.
times.
You can't make me.
It's a Pitch Perfect.
All
3
right. Question
podcast.
number 4. In The Devil Wears Prada, what brand of shampoo does Stanley Tucci's character use?
He does not have hair in that movie.
I mean, he is bald, for sure, as he is in many roles. So it says your answer, Alex, no shampoo?
No, I bet he uses some shampoo,
Right.
but it's
like,
bald
if you
person
don't-
shampoo.
Yeah, and I don't know what those are.
I think they call it soap.
Okay.
The answer. Sorry, what?
I agree. No shampoo.
No shampoo. Okay, yeah, he's bald.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Question number 5. The movie Monsters Ball. Movie Monsters Ball is a thrilling heist movie. After many double crosses, what character eventually gets away with the prized Monsters Ball? Is it Hank, Lawrence, or Sonny?
I've not seen Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball.
Feel like it was like a metaphor name or something, that they didn't actually go for a ball of a monster.
I believe it's Hank, actually.
Can this also be a thing of none of the above because they didn't actually steal a monster's ball?
Yeah, I haven't seen Monsters Ball either.
Am I right?
I don't. No,
Oh.
the question's nonsense. All right, good job, everybody.
We did it, y'all.
Great. I do
Good.
I do love me some Halloween though. Oh gosh. Like, is it not the best time of the year?
It
pretty
is.
good time of the year.
It's one of my top 365 and a quarter days.
Probably.
Ooh.
But I think I would legitimately
Probably.
put it number 1. I mean, top 5 day of the year. It's amazing, man. I like, and it's one of those. It's one of
Take
those.
that, Zach's anniversary.
Yeah, that's why I switched it to top 5. So I think that like it's one of those that you rock it out when you're a kid, and then you don't, and then you get back
'Cause you're
into
too
it
cool
again.
when you're a teenager.
Yeah, and then you get back into it again.
Or you're not cool enough to be invited to the cool parties.
Yeah, something happens to where you're like, oh, I hate this, and then suddenly you're back into it. Do you guys have any
Everybody's like,
particular?
Oh, you hate Halloween too? Come to my Halloween party.
Do you have any particular Halloween memories?
No.
Nothing,
No.
especially in college. Probably not.
So usually I totally blank on what to be for Halloween, and I just try to think, and no, terrible idea. Like 4:30 on Halloween, brilliant idea, and it's too late to do anything.
Yep, can't get the gear.
Last year I got to fulfill a lifelong Halloween costume goal. I was a cardboard box robot.
Nice.
Yeah, we had bought, I don't know, something sort of large, and I cut armholes in it. It was impractically wide.
Yes.
But and then I did
like, could you bend your elbows, or was it like out to your forearms?
Yeah, my elbows were at the edge of the box.
Okay,
so all you could see was my forearms.
So when you were done, you just had like crazy red lines, like just cutting into inside of your elbows.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good.
My son was Harry Potter, and his wand was just a like a short bat. He's like, haha, daddy's a robot. Whack, 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 whack. Stop it. I can't see in this thing. Whack, whack, whack. Stop it. It was, it was good for the first few minutes. And then,
but then it was like 4 hours of trick-or-treating or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing was probably 6 feet tall. I mean, like the head went on above my head. It was very large. Yeah. How about you, Alex? Halloween memories?
Oh, Halloween memories. I had a handful of costumes, and it would usually be something that was semi-inspired. And so there was one year in my more religious upbringing where I ended up going as John the Baptist. And it was a complex religious costume and everything, but it essentially was a bath mat on me and everything like that. And everybody's like, "What are you, a caveman?" And by the 10th house, I'm like, "Yep, I'm a caveman. That's me. I give up. It's not worth it."
Good. And how old were you? Like 5?
Oh, 8, 9,
8.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Nice.
Didn't have the beard yet.
This is perhaps ironic, with me not knowing the definition of ironic very well, because it keeps getting changed. But Alex basically looks like your typical American Jesus with his majestic beard and flowing locks.
Yeah.
So John the Baptist.
Yeah, this was back in the day when I was mostly a buzz-cutted individual.
You are a buzz-cut kid? Wow.
I was a buzz-cut kid. Yeah.
My mom told me, if you can grow your hair out if you want, but you're going to have to comb it. Oh, no, don't make me do that.
It was always you can get whatever haircut you want as long as it's a number 1 or a number 2 on the trimmers.
on the clipper. Yeah.
Number 2 is poop.
I think my Halloween, it's like so fun. It stresses me out at times. There was like at the height of my Halloweenness, I would wake up on November 1st, wherever I was, and immediately be like, I don't know what I'm going to be next year. I have to think about this. I have to figure out what this is going to be. I usually picked it 4 to 6 months out. It was a whole thing for a while, and I still do what I can, but it's a little different now. Everyone's spread out, and you got kids. It's more about them and so on. But last year I was Ryder. We've talked about Paw Patrol before, and I was Ryder, and my two of my kids, twins, were Marshall, a pup, and the other one, Jace, another pup. So I had my pups with me. They
Nice.
thought it was cool.
I don't know enough about Paw Patrol to know if that's a reasonable.
You haven't learned
assembly.
enough from this
it's
podcast.
I
like
love
we talk
that
about
y'all
every
are
other
like,
episode.
I've really given you the full essence, all of the tools that you need to understand Paw
Yeah.
Patrol.
Patrick, have you thought of your costume yet this year, or are you gonna be like 12 hours out freaking out?
Yeah, I just bought a like a button-up Hawaiian shirt. It's got Microsoft Excel as the it's just like a big spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I bought it because I thought it was cool. It's definitely not, but I thought it might make a good Halloween costume. And so I was thinking I would like to brainstorm ideas. The best one I've got so far is to pair it with some white pants and some sort of wig and go as Exelvis.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Elvis, that is a good one.
I like the pun-based costume names. I think people really sleep on those, even if you do have to explain them a little bit.
You could be a knight, Excalibur, and have like the Excalibur sword.
I sort of hate that.
You could make a skirt out of thermometers, and you could be the Excelsius measurement on a thermometer, and then no one will be your friend.
I think Exelvis is the best one out of these three.
I think so too. The 2 seconds we've spent brainstorming them clearly didn't come up with any better ideas, and I do apologize for that.
Well, we tried.
The important thing is we tried.
We at Animorphs 55, the podcast, would love to hear from you. You can email the show at animorphspodpeople@gmail.com. We also post links to other listening methods, our Blue Sky account, and links to friends of the show on our Linktree at linktree.com/Animorphs55, the podcast. Enjoy the show. Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us, and you will see this, our town of Animorphs 55, the podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Patrick.
The intro that we always have. And
I'm Alex.
Great.
What about you, Zach? Are you here?
I think I'm Zach.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, we heard you in the
it's fine
in the opening bit, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Also, I can see you.
Hey, we have a bit of a spooky theme today. Little side tangent. We're going the 90s book route, but not Animorphs. Our buddy R.L. Stein.
Not a book.
That's true. Follow me here. Animorphs was in a 90s book. A 90s book was also written by R.L. Stein, who, wrote Goosebumps, but also wrote a series called Fear Street, which was like Goosebumps rated PG-13 or even R. When you were a kid, at least.
It's just like 6 degrees of.
And then they made movies off of those stories, off of that universe.
Inspired by,
yeah. You ever read Fear Street as a kid?
Inspired.
Strong
words.
Was not aware of Fear Street as a child. I mean, Goosebumps was already a little too spooky for me, so
that's right. Yeah.
Second degree of separation of Fear Street was very unlikely to be in my repertoire.
Basically, the difference was that kids could die.
Wow.
Like in Goosebumps, I think in the first Goosebumps book, people died. But I think it had already happened.
Oh, because it's say cheese and die, and the camera makes you
die.
It made you like break your arm or something.
Oh.
Or like get too big, or whatever.
Made
You never
eat
died.
monster's
You
blood.
never died.
It
I
made
mean,
you
there was like horrific
experience
accidents, but you got hurt.
adolescence. Yeah.
But Fear Street was like, I mean, I remember reading a Fear Street. It was like hide and shriek. When that one like freaked me out because it was like in the whole year there was a hide and seek game all year round, and you didn't know who was it. But if it was Halloween night, I think, or something like that, last day of school, maybe, I don't know, probably
They got to
Halloween.
kill you.
If they tagged you, then you were permanently it, and you were like a spirit that you. So it was like hidden amongst the kids. Like it was a kid that looked like a normal kid, but he or she was a spirit the whole time. And yeah, it freaked me out as a kid. But the whole premise of Fear Street is there's a shady side and a sunny side. And they're like, side by side towns, and one of them has just amazingly happy, good luck, everything's going great for everyone, and the other one sucks. Everything that can go wrong does. There's mean people, there's violence, there's just it's a bad place.
Yeah, this is your classic Springfield versus Ogdenville.
Yeah. And they
I
did
knew
they
exactly
did
what
come
you
up
meant.
they did come up with
Nice.
A Fear Street trilogy on Netflix years ago. That this movie very subtly references, like half
Twice,
barely. Yeah,
maybe.
it's not important. The trilogy was pretty good. I'd say we can determine if this movie was also good. This is a standalone Fear Street movie called Prom Queen.
Hi, Future Patrick here. Since we're discussing a scary movie, I wanted to give a content warning for the rest of the episode. There is discussion of the over-the-top violent things that happen to the characters, and while it's still talked about in a funny way that should hopefully minimize any gross imagery, the violent things do happen in the movie, and we mention them. It might not be the best episode to listen to with your small children. Thanks. Enjoy!
This is a movie that when I heard we were going to review this, I tried to watch it 3 times, and I quit in the first 10 minutes twice. But then the third time I was on a plane, and not a lot better to do.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. But I mean, did
Yeah,
you
so
still
I-
get to watch it, or did you
I
find
did,
reason?
yes. I did.
Did you feel like you were better served by having a smaller screen to see it on?
Maybe. There's a point in the book or the movie later that maybe it was obvious to people watching on a full screen, but to me, I was like, I was very confused.
I see. Okay.
It's when we find out who the killer is. I'm like, who is
Okay.
this?
Okay.
And yeah. Anyway,
Who is that?
but then there's one other okay, so the movie opens up with a montage with a voiceover on it, and to me it really sounds like they gave her one take on this opening voiceover. They're like, do you have any notes for me? Do you want me to say it like I'm hopeless or angry or happy, or no, just read it? Okay, cool. It's okay if you stumble on some of the words. I was very distracted by the voiceover. If you didn't
The one
know.
that listed like 10 different characters very, very quickly, half of which
Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah, and so I am glad that I watched this movie with the intention of taking notes, because yeah, they start they go through the high school, and it's 2 days until prom, and there's 6 girls running for prom queen, and they go through these girls. And so I paused. The first 15 minutes of the movie took me probably 45 minutes to watch, just because I was pausing, writing it down, pausing,
Right.
writing it down. But so I'm just going to list them. Tiffany Falconer is the leader of the Wolf Pack, which is a group of mean girls. Christy Renault rides a motorcycle, sells drugs. She's also in the Wolf Pack. Someone.
Oh, was she?
The rest of the.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
She didn't seem to fit in. I didn't catch that as being in the wolf pack. I just thought she was a loner, stoner girl.
I mean, I don't know. I think she was one of the best friends. I don't know. I think she was.
This might be the exact thing of not keeping track.
Yeah. The other girls do not have last names. There's Linda, who I wrote good grades. Debbie, slanderer. She'll ruin your reputation with words. There's a girl named Melissa who obeys everything that Tiffany, the leader, says. And then Lori Granger, who is the protagonist, who does have a last name.
She does.
And
I'm very glad that I wrote down these notes, because with the exception of one of them, all of these girls are like the same height, white girls, brown hair, same hairstyle. It's just like you really gotta already know these girls to tell them apart.
I took notes because you said to take notes, and so and, like, not that I wasn't gonna take them, but like I wrote down the characters. Part of my notes is because of that. And there's even more. There's Megan, and there's Harmony, and there's Tyler, and there's Spider, and there's like other ones. I mean, they're all
Yeah.
introduced so quickly. There's like 12 characters in this thing.
Yeah, but then like for
I don't
most
care
of my
about any
notes,
of them.
I'm like, Tiffany's boyfriend did this. Linda's friend, like, I didn't know their names because they just like, hey, here's my boyfriend, and then like 8 scenes later, they're like, Tyler.
Yeah.
And, okay, I guess his name is Tyler. Cool.
Oh yeah, Tyler. I didn't
But-
even write down that one. Yeah.
Yeah. And Lori, the protagonist's best friend, is Megan Rogers, and so we're just ending this voiceover montage, and they're in school, and something that initially turned me off to this movie was that the same thing as that Harley Quinn Birds of Prey movie. Like, they're just needlessly crass. Like, you know, I don't care, you know, if they use spicy language, but it's like, yes, I would like a sandwich. No, they say, yeah, I could go for an effing sandwich. Like,
Yeah,
why?
yeah, yeah.
Just say I want a sandwich.
The
And
edgy.
so, yeah, and so everybody in this classroom is just like over the top, mean to each other, crude.
Mhm.
I wrote down that
Eh.
classroom scene. I was like, how is this teacher like
Yeah, every
allowing
one of these
most
kids
of
would be
this?
expelled.
Yeah, they're
It's a
saying
different
pretty
time.
awful stuff. But this was set in the 80s, and you know that only because of the filter,
Constant
the
saying of
font, and the
1988.
music. Nothing about the outfits really, to me. It looked like you just put a filter on some girl from like 2015.
Yeah, we finally get to prom toward the halfway point of the movie, and it says prom class of 1988, and I write down, oh, we know it's 1988 now because they say so at this point in the movie. I didn't know if it was like late 2000s or 70s. Like, I didn't know.
So the premise here is they're leading up to prom night where, okay, some of us are going to be going for prom queen. It's Lori is the main girl, and then there's the head of the Mean Girls, Tiffany. They're both going to go for it, and then Tiffany's friends for some reason are going for it, but really they just have to succumb to Tiffany, it seems. And was there another girl that going for it? Or was that them? It was just Tiffany,
There's
Tiffany's friends,
six
and
girls
Lori.
are running. Tiffany, the whole wolf pack, and,
Oh, and then
Lori
Christy.
Granger.
Yeah, yeah,
Christy, Linda, Debbie, and Melissa.
And it's just the lead up into that. So really the whole movie is leading to being crowned prom queen, and very little
Yes.
of it is even before prom night. A lot of it takes place on prom night.
Yes.
Yeah, but it starts out saying it's 2 days until prom. Lori's best friend is Megan, and they're sitting next to each other in class, and everybody's being crude and jerks to each other, and they're like, oh, Lori's gonna run for prom queen. Oh, your mom did too, and then she killed your dad, and like all this, like, you know, the never found, or what they just say these awful things.
Yeah.
And what they say?
They really piled on her. It was apparently the backstory for Lori is that her dad got killed, and they said it was her mom, but then she got out of it, and so it's like, oh, she's innocent, but everyone still thinks she's guilty. So everyone just gives her crap about it all the time for some reason. And Lori's just crapped on by this group of girls. She seems fine. Doesn't seem anything wrong with Lori herself. But yeah.
And then we go we look over Megan's shoulder, the best friend, and she's doodling like an insanely good drawing. It's like the girls of the wolf pack in like as near to photorealistic as you can get in like using a pen.
Yeah.
But they're also like crossed with demons or like melting or something. It is a scary picture, but it's like insane how good it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so they're piling on to Lori. I'm just looking at my notes this whole time because I still can't keep the characters straight. And so Megan she's like, that's enough, and she grabs a giant knife out of her bag and this
like a
is on
cleaver.
you. Yeah, it's. I imagine it. What you cut through meat and bones and stuff with this. Yeah, and she does exactly that. She cleaves right through her hand. Should we put like trigger warnings at the beginning of this episode?
Probably for the
This
best.
is like by far our goriest episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Trigger warning. Sorry.
Trigger warning.
Just take
If you
that
like,
clip and
if
put it
you
at the
don't like
beginning.
hands being chopped off, watch out.
Did you feel? Oh my gosh, when that happened?
I was like, I don't know you. I feel like you probably deserve it. All of you deserve it. You should all.
You're all terrible.
I don't know. You're all terrible people. Yes.
She
And-
did that cut the hand thing, and I immediately was like, no, she didn't. I didn't know if that was just me or if that was it just was like, no, she didn't. And then she pulled her arm away, and it's like she pulled her hand under her wrist. It's
a
like
trick-
a fake trick hand.
It's a trick
thing.
knife that like springs part of it.
Yeah, something like
in
that.
Exactly the shape of her hand. But you know, she pulls out the knife, you're like, whoa, a knife. I better look at that. And so your eyes are drawn to it, and it's a perfectly real knife. And then she swings it, and she's like, haha, look, it's got this trick thing. And then the teacher sends her to the
But it's kind of an
office.
opposite, it's like an anti-Chekhov's gun. We see this in the first act. We see this, very much so telegraphed. And then outside of them mentioning that she's into horror movies, she's a big horror fan, we never really get anything else outside of the one thing later. We don't really get anything else that's related to this. It's not actually relevant. It's just flavor on a character that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, she doesn't later do anything about like, oh gosh, this is like the whole Scream thing or
This
something.
is just
where
like,
it's like,
yeah, right.
Yeah, oh, this is a movie I said,
Right.
which I guess that would have been, old, that's been used at this point, but it still would have been something relevant to her being into horror, because really the only thing that makes her into horror is that she faked cutting her hand off in class. And she got kicked out of the class, but none of the other crazy stuff that any of the other kids said.
Yeah.
that they kicked out of class.
It basically tells us that she's like a professional movie special effects artist.
Essentially.
Trapped in
And
high school.
like she does a couple of very real looking things like this. I was kind of hoping for her as a character to like fool the killer into like, oh, he's chasing after us. Let's pretend we're dead.
Would
All
make
right,
sense.
here, I'll do this and we're safe. Nope.
Now, we're focusing on this opening scene like it's an important opening scene.
Yeah, nothing
It's
in this
not.
movie is important.
It's not an important opening scene.
Yeah, this is like shocking us, and it's just shocking, and so I feel compelled to talk about it.
Yeah, it's like getting you in this mood of what this is gonna be.
Strangely enough, too, we get very much an antithetical presentation of what goes on inside this movie, right? So there's the scene where they have all of the, shortly thereafter this, the trick knife that we're now set up to believe, oh, there must be something to that. Doesn't end up playing out.
No.
Then all of the prom queen candidates, who we later find out are already in the yearbook, that it already has been
Right.
printed with candidates, but not with the winner. But it's not the end of school. Anyways, within all of
Yes,
that,
I remember that.
they
Mhm.
practice. They're being told to practice their prom queen crowning ceremony, which we later see that is fractions of seconds long. But they need to practice this. And then later on, a series of events unrelated to this, where the prim proper, oh, we must practice, we must make sure that we follow this, procedure, doesn't end up affecting how anything else is done after that. So it's almost like we get this tease set up where they said, we need an extra 30 minutes in the movie. Let's wind everybody up and then cut to another movie that's already in place.
And that's what I mean, how the whole opening of the movie, that scene and then a little more, is really just leading up to prom night. Like nothing
Strange.
matters until prom night. I mean, as much as anything matters.
Yeah.
But
What-
I think we have our first victim pretty quickly.
Yeah, Christy goes and she just like, I'm gonna go for a walk, and she walks into like the darkest, scariest alley ever, and sells drugs to somebody from Sunnyvale. And hey,
Shady
can I
side.
get a ride somewhere? Nah, I got a cool car and I hate you. Okay. And
Yes.
she's immediately this. I'm like, okay, this is one of these like, oh, she's doing something bad. Let's punish her.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, she's selling drugs. You
Right.
shouldn't be doing this. Immediately killed.
Mm-hmm. Which
And
the way she got killed, she got like cut in the back, and I was on a big TV, and I was like confused. I thought she just like was standing still, and I was like, wait, why are you just standing there? And then he hit her. I think, I don't know. It was a very weirdly filmed like cut scenes where I couldn't really tell what happened until suddenly she was on the ground getting sliced.
you have just reminded me of watching The Matrix on DVD. How it had there was a special button on the DVD player remote for alternate camera angles.
Was it
And
really?
I think The Matrix may have been the only movie that ever did this.
Wow.
But yeah, there was a special button. It's like, oh well, let's see what this looked like from a different angle. And it was only like a few scenes in the whole movie, but this is going to be big.
That's
People are going to
wild.
love this. You can't do this with a VCR.
Kind of a cool concept.
And yeah, to be like, wait, why is she not running away anymore? Let's get an alternate camera angle. Oh, she's got an axe in her back. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll do it. There's your problem.
It takes a while for people to realize she's missing, which is a sad deal.
Yeah, I want to talk about the killer. Like, we see that it's someone of indeterminate height wearing a blood red like raincoat.
Very shiny red raincoat with some kind of dark mask.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that'll be good for cleaning off blood. That's probably why they did it. Won't stain, just wipe it clean. This will be great. And
maybe that's
I have
it.
something else to say about that.
We never see blood on it ever again. Like any shot of the movie, you will never see blood on any of those outfits.
Yeah, and like the blood would presumably be a different like level of gloss, to use paint terminology.
Viscosity.
Well, I mean, just reflect the light differently, and so you would see, oh, that's not perfect and shiny. That's blood splatter. No, it's just totally clean suit every time.
Yep.
Probably because it's so easy to clean.
Just hose it down.
The next note I have is, they're there for the prom practice or something, and it's only the prom queen candidates are allowed, and I guess the student that's going to DJ, because here's Funk Master Freddy.
Is that his name? Okay.
Yeah, and he's a unpopular looking kid, and he gets threatened probably 6 times throughout the movie.
Quite a few times.
Hey, I'm bigger than you. You're going to play the songs that I want you to play. You better do it, or
I'll rip your lungs out for not playing
what a weird threat.
The prom playlist I wanted. That's what it was.
And then throughout the whole movie, I'm expecting it to be like, metal or rap or something like intense. No, it's like never gonna give you up.
Like, how is this different than what I was gonna play anyway? Really, I mean, this is just dancey '80s music. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and I wish I would have written down some of the songs, because it's very much like,
I think you couldn't play Prince.
You can look and you will find me. Like,
they were like, you can't play Prince.
You better play that.
And then later that kid goes away and he's like, I can play Prince now. Okay, good.
Yeah, I can do what I want.
Good for you,
he's just disappeared. And he's like, I hope he's dead.
So I can play Prince now.
I love this idea too. This very sorry, younger people. The post-millennial eras of, oh yeah, you better play the music that I want you to. In the old times, it's like you had to go out and buy vinyls or CDs or cassette player. You had to have the associated device, and then you had to be able to access those things. So you're telling me, oh, here's the playlist you've got to have. Okay, I don't have those discs. Sorry, I can't play them for you. It's that simple. But
you better provide me the cassettes. Now, okay, attention prom crowd, I was going to play Time After Time, but I don't have that disc, so we're just going to sit in silence for 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, everybody.
I don't know, Limbo or something.
Imagine it in your head.
So we like, again, nothing real. There is a few shots here where, if I remember right, the janitor looks like random shots to the janitor guy, and he just looks kind of foreboding for just 2 seconds, and then goes back. I'm grumpy. 2 seconds.
Yeah, this is Home Alone, the guy with the shovel, or Home Alone 2, the lady with the
Yes.
pigeons.
Yes.
Just they're this is clearly the criminal of the movie. This is
Yep.
the killer, right?
Yep. There's also a lady who, another character, a lady who's not the principal, but is like come from, I think, the other town, Sunnyvale,
This
to
is
help make Shadyside High School not suck.
yeah, this is the assistant principal. She is all business. She looks like Frau from Austin Powers.
Mm-hmm.
This is the VP Breckenridge, a former nun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, Alex.
Wrote that one down.
Okay. Because you thought she would be important, huh?
Thought so.
Joke's on you, Alex.
the principal. I think the only thing he kind of stands around, and then whenever, like, oh look, it's a girl's butt, or like, wow, that's inappropriate clothing, he's like, wowzers.
Yep,
and
that's
that's
his
like
whole
his
character.
only line in the whole movie.
That's
I
his whole
think.
character. But we get to prom night, and one at a time, I think I wrote the order here where the couples go, like, for whatever reason, out into the hallway, like, oh, we're gonna go make out, or oh, I want to give you this piece of jewelry, or whatever it is. But they always go in twos, the girl with her date.
Oh, hang on real quick. I'm reading through my notes. I just want to do a few notes before we get to prom night. This will tie in real, I promise. All right, so Christy is disqualified. It's an announcement school-wide. Disqualified for being absent from school that day. All right.
Yep.
I mean, she's dead, but they don't know it.
Not
but...
where is Christy? Let's check in on Christy.
Yeah.
Nope.
Unimportant.
Oh, now she can't be prom queen, and how dare her?
Yeah, every interaction Lori has with anyone outside the wolf pack, everybody loves her. You're going to do great things. We're so proud of you. But then we're told that she's a huge outcast. She's like traditionally pretty, and everyone's like, no, there's no way you could ever win this.
Which is that a hint? In retrospect, is that a hint why, like, Tiffany is such a jerk and nobody else is? Because Tiffany has a personal vendetta. Well, we'll get to that at the end.
All I can think of for this is the not another teen movie. It's like, not Janie Briggs. She's got glasses and a ponytail. She could never be
Right.
prom queen. That's
Yeah,
very
she
much the
sucks.
energy that
Yeah.
she gives.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So here's the important one. I called in my mind, I called the killer Red Suit, just because it's wearing a red suit. I don't
Makes
know.
sense.
Red Suit pulls out a very professional looking yearbook with prom queen candidates page, and they X out Christy. Then they burn the red suit. They put it on to. Oh yeah.
No, they burn Christy's red boots.
Oh,
But you were on
I
a
thought
phone.
it was. Yeah, I was just on the phone. I thought they threw out the whole red suit, and I was like, that's why there's no blood stain
Would have
on
been
it,
smart.
because they burned it. Okay. No.
Nope. You tried to give too much credit to it.
Just bought 60K.
Yeah. Okay. So instead of that crazy thing, they put on the red suit just to get out the yearbook and cross out Christy.
Yes.
They don't kill anybody. They're just like,
Nope.
yep, got to go to the school. We find out it's in the basement later.
And they
Yep.
leave
Got
it
to go
out.
to the school, get in the basement, and put on my suit,
And this is
cross
where he
this name
would, yeah.
out, and then I'll go home and have some hot cocoa or something.
But maybe they're down there at the school. I don't know. It's not the same night as it. Oh gosh, I don't know. It's poorly designed on that. Now we're at the dance, right? Like, we are at the dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going off 2 by 2, and just the first one. This is where I started being like, I can't tell the tone of this movie, because I'm all in for it being campy, like horror comedy. I actually very much like horror comedies. There's a movie called Ready or Not. If you haven't seen Ready or Not, it's fantastic horror comedy.
I almost watched it, if that counts.
That's basically the same.
Okay.
This seemed like it couldn't figure out what its tone was. So we have Linda and whatever the heck her boyfriend's name was go look for flyers or something. And,
Right.
my flyers are ruined. Oh, okay, whatever. I don't care about your flyers. And then she goes and stomps off into the dark, leaving him behind in the light because of some little argument. I was going to say a little tiff. Anyways, so and then
Tiff.
you hear like a that kind of thing, and she just slowly, really slowly stumbles out of the shadows. I was like, I still can't see what you're trying. I still can't see what. Oh, your stomach. Got it. Okay, gross.
Would you not go ouch or
Nope.
help me
Yeah, nothing.
or something? No, she's just very quiet, stumbling toward him, building suspense. Hey, come on. It's dark here. I'm scared. Just tell me what's wrong. Do you have stomach ache? What's going on?
Anything. Words.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, and then this guy attacks the killer's in there and attacks the boyfriend, and that's when we use the paper cutter slicer
Hang
thing.
on,
I don't know what
hang
that
on.
tool's called.
I took so many notes. I just want to get some use out of them.
Please.
All right. So Lori and Megan go to the prom together. Megan
Yes.
is wearing a suit. She's got her hair slicked like Magenta from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's true.
Okay.
Hey there, future Patrick. Turns out it's Columbia from Rocky Horror Picture Show. How embarrassing. Magenta has puffy hair. I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
The DJ is playing Never Gonna Give You Up, and the guy that threatened him does the I've got my eye on you thing. Like, yes, you better keep playing Never Gonna Give You Up or you're dead. Say goodbye to your lungs.
This is real music.
And they announce voting for Prom Queen doesn't start until 11 p.m. And everything that has to do with prom in this movie, I'm like, that is so different from how my prom was. Like, I think our prom queen knew she was prom queen probably 3 days before.
Yeah.
We voted like a week or two early, and they're like, we got to make sure the, I don't know, tiara fits.
Gosh,
Whatever.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, but
People always remember.
I mean, you cannot vote until 11 p.m. I'm like, 11 p.m.? I kind of want to be home sleeping by then. Ugh.
Well,
But,
now
We were all younger.
yeah, and so because voting doesn't, you cannot vote until 11 p.m. But here are the prom queen candidates. Here, all right, Lori Granger, you're first, and then here's all the other girls, and they're in like American flag swimsuits, and they
Mhm.
do a little dance number,
Mhm.
and I'm fully expecting the principal or vice principal or something to go, ooh, highly unorthodox. Stop this at once. Get off stage.
instead I think
But
we
no,
got a
they're like,
wowzers.
I'll allow this. And wowzers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, then they finish up their little swimsuit dance and go backstage. There's a stage. And Linda goes up to her boyfriend and says, did you hand out my flyers? Oh, no, babe. I'm sorry, but you look so good. They're totally going to vote for you for prom queen. I can't believe you forgot my flyers. Let's go to the flyer room. So they go to the flyer room.
The flyer room. You
Yeah,
think we're like
and-
that we're exaggerating, but no, it's literally just a room with flyers in it.
Maybe it's like the yearbook room and they
Nope.
print
Flyer room.
flyers. I don't know. But, it's because the school is like the prom room, I assume the gym is well lit and party atmosphere and everything's great. The rest of the school, everything is unlocked, but it's very dark
Mhm.
and just no supervision. Yeah,
Mhm.
you guys want to hook up in the math room? Go
Yep.
for it.
Yep.
Apparently.
Just wander
No
out of here
problem.
and go
It's a
figure out
different
what to
time.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go to the basement? That's fine. But yeah, so they go in there and Linda dies, and then the boyfriend's like, oh no, and he tries to run, but they kill him too. And this is the paper slicer scene.
Yes, cutting off his hands. Which this is when I couldn't figure out the tone of this movie because he scrambles for the door.
And he's like, oh no, I don't have hands. I can't turn the doorknob. And I'm like, I can't
But
tell if
but-
this is funny or not.
Right. I can't stress how the camera is like first person looking at this doorknob for not like 1 or 2 seconds. It's a good 10, 15 seconds of watching these
And
stumps try to open this doorknob. And I'm just like, what is
Yeah,
this? This seems like something like they would have filmed for like a high school film and put into this.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the hands, as they're scrambling for the doorknob, they do a come on kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yep,
It's
yep.
like, now what do I do with
Yep.
no hands?
And he
Yeah,
gets
and-
killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next couple.
Yeah, and then this is a problem with me watching it on my phone. We go back to the prom room and we find Tiffany's head is in the punch bowl. somebody faints and crashes down onto the table, which launches the head across the room. And I'm like, oh no, Tiffany's dead. And they go right back to dancing. And Lori, why would you do this? Like, what? Why do you think she killed Tiffany?
Why would you do this prank?
And then they're like, let's get back to dancing. Turn on the music. And they start dancing. I'm like, Tiffany is dead. What?
I'm going to be honest. This is where I couldn't figure out the characters thing again, because when they said that, I was like, they said, oh yeah, Tiffany's dead. And I thought, oh, is that the one who just died? So like her head made it here somehow? Oh wait, that's a different kid. Never mind. My bad. I totally thought it was the girl we just saw.
And earlier in the movie, this is one of the things that we do see from her friend Megan, is
Megan.
that she's making a mask that seems to be photorealistic on a bus.
That's what that was.
Yes.
Yep. That's right.
Okay.
And so this was
Yeah,
thoroughly
And so it was
premeditated.
Lori's friend Megan who did it. And
Right.
Megan's like, wasn't that great? I really got him. And Lori's like,
But
what? I don't know about this.
Right.
Yeah, I've written in my notes, like they go right back to dancing and blame Lori for like it's running in the halls. And there's a quote, "We live in Shady Side. We don't get to be happy." And then Tiffany is alive again. And so I honestly did not know for a lot of time in the movie
that Tiffany
that it
wasn't
was a
actually
fake head. They're just like,
neat.
clean up this head. I was like, you guys are acting very strange
very
around. And he
jealous.
just picks it up with his hands.
Yeah.
I'm like, you get a tablecloth or something, or just call the police and set up a crime scene.
Very different
No.
tone out of that scene by believing that that's Tiffany's head rather than just a prank.
And this is again sprinkled with that janitor, just like random like glaring looks from the janitor. And I wrote down like, this is such a clear red herring that's not really going to be anything at this point. Like again, I don't care about you because I can tell this isn't a thing.
They're like, clean up that mess. Clean up that punch and that head. And he's like, oh, I'll clean it up all
I'll
right.
show
I'll
you.
clean you all up.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Did you have any guesses, by the way, as to who was murdering people at this point?
I thought it was, I wrote down in my notes, if the DJ's body type was different, I would have suspected him. I suspected probably 8 different people. I'm like, okay, it's definitely, oh no, they're in the same scene with the killer. Nope. Okay. Well, this person there they are. And the killer ran through the background. And, just like, there was no evidence for anything.
My main one at this point was what was her name, Alex? The lady that came from the other town and was trying to better their high school. Yeah, I thought it was
Vice president.
her, especially because she was missing in key scenes.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, she's also not showing up a lot. Like this is a more subtle thing rather than just like zooming in on her face and she's glaring at people. But anyway, I thought maybe she was like trying to purge the crappy people out of the high school. I thought that was going to be
Because she does. Yeah, I feel like maybe they give you evidence to suspect all of these people. It's her. It's definitely her. She's not in any of the scenes. She told Lori, "Oh, I'm so proud of you," and all these other girls really need to get their act together and act like you.
Yeah,
you're the only one.
Wasn't her kid in their class too? And even he was like, "Oh, I hate these mean girls. They suck." Oh, Lori's becoming one of them. And I thought maybe they were comboing it together. I really thought that was the pair, but I think the problem with this is that it doesn't come off as like purposefully deceiving and like, oh, I'm gonna trick you here, I'm gonna trick you. It seems just unfocused. It doesn't really seem like it's that by design to be like, oh, I want you to think this. It just seems like we don't really know. We'll decide at the end who killed. You know what I mean? Like they didn't know yet until they finished the movie.
We then have a like 1 minute long scene where there's a kid drinking something. He's just like sitting there and wow, can you believe this kind of thing, reacting to the head. And then the principal, the principal walks by and he grabs his drink and he smells it and then he just like drinks it and walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a minute of screen time that.
Yeah, like I get what they're
just
doing.
Stole
like,
a drink.
Oh, haha! The principal's like, oh, let me drink some of that and go. Okay, but yeah, it could have been like 5 seconds. You know?
Yeah, it didn't add anything.
Not particularly, no.
Yeah, and so what Lori is basically it's Mean Girls all over again. She's like, I'm gonna beat these girls at prom to take them down, and then she slowly becomes one of them. She's real interested in Tiffany's boyfriend, and you just like, why can't you just be happy for me, Megan, my best friend?
All in like the span of like 3 hours, not like a semester or whatever it was in Mean Girls.
Yeah. And so friend needs a joint. That's Megan needs a joint. And so she goes outside and she sees Chrissy's boyfriend on the motorcycle. And he delivers the line, totally serious, I've been with her for 2 months. I know her better than anyone.
Yeah.
You don't think maybe her family or her friends or no?
And then
it's
a cool little piece when he's sitting on his motorcycle with his helmet in his hands. And this was such again, with the cutting of the cutting scenes, it zooms out to him, driving away, but his helmet's like on his head instantaneously. Like it's clearly two like extremely different shots.
Add that to the IMDb goofs list.
And I'm just like, my goodness, like you couldn't even like splice this together right. Like just put it on at the end of the scene and then drive.
But isn't he in the movie like at the school later? Or maybe I'm confused with Spider. Is he Spider?
Spider's the Asian guy.
They talk
Somebody
about
else
the
is
fact
Spider.
that Christy is dating a 30-year-old is what they call it.
This guy
but
that we're
I'm not
talking
certain
about.
if that guy's actually 30 or if he's just out of school at this point.
Or
so
what
that's
his
his
name
reason
is.
for not being at the school.
Yep. So next pair goes to we gotta get some of these killings done, right? So the next pair goes out and wanders into the
Here I
hallway.
go, killing again.
Yeah, we're 2/3 of the way through the movie. We gotta start killing some more.
Yeah, and this is when I was like, golly, these boyfriend deaths specifically are brutal.
But yeah, they go to the basement in the steam tunnels, and
The steam tunnels.
I think
yes.
the steam tunnels are bigger than the full school.
Sure seems like it.
Yeah, the basement takes up more room. I mean, they're just like running through the steam tunnels, and you see them in like one hallway throughout the whole movie, above ground. Yeah, he gets circular sawed through the head.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I kind of liked this death. I feel like I wrote down this is Melissa and her boyfriend. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but yeah. So he gets circular sawed, and then the killer like
This is
fakes... Oh, this is Debbie.
Because Melissa's the one that's actually like nice for like 2 seconds.
Also, not to
Okay.
be pedantic, but it's an angle grinder.
You're an angle grinder.
And I will go in at the end of this and describe to you why each of the implements that are used do not function that way. Specifically
Okay.
angle grinders, which tend to stop in any kind of material that is not hard to cut through, steel or concrete or something like that, because, they get jammed up and they're not designed for that. And so it kind of just stops. But
Nice.
we'll get to that. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But
and
the killer
she-
chases.
Yeah, he scares her. He's gonna use the
like-
same thing on her.
Yeah, and he's like, haha, you flinched, but she like falls backward into a wall of loose, like live electrical wires.
I don't know how that is a thing. I don't know how. That was the most absurd one to me. It was just like there's no
Yeah.
reason this random wall of death is right here.
This is again to bring it back to The Simpsons. This is the Frank Grimes. Oh, extremely high voltage. Yeah, I'll touch this without gloves because I'm Homer. Sit and dead.
Yeah. And
Eh,
yeah, so we got 2 down, and then this is around the time that Melissa, one of the mean girls, starts being like she overhears Tiffany just berating Lori, basically expositioning, so that we know background, but just so rude and mean about it, just awful human being. And Melissa's like, man, like chill out, and Tiffany's like, go
I'll
do
chill
it.
you out.
Yeah, I'll do whatever I say or whatever. I think she let her borrow a dress, and so you owe me for this too, and I own you, and you see you kind of start feeling for Melissa because she says like, go away, like I'm done with you, kind of thing, and you're like, okay, sympathetic character. Now she's gonna help with the redemption thing. And nope, killed in a bathroom, running away from the killer, actually gets away, opens a door, and there's another one right there. And that's when, as a viewer, you're supposed to think, oh my gosh, there's two of them. But it doesn't let the scene breathe enough to really, like, absorb that or think that it's important. In fact, I saw some Reddit comments that were like, I thought it was a mirror because it was so fast that they never thought there was two killers in the first place. And it's never referenced again until the very, very end. Again, where it's not like, it doesn't feel like, oh, we want to misdirect. It's, we forgot that we even put two there, and we'll bring it up later. Like, it's so spaced out. It's so spaced out.
For me, I took special attention. I'm like, oh, wow, there's two. And then, like, everything was wrapping up, and I'm like, but there's two.
Yeah, I kept saying
okay,
it
well,
over
we're
and
going to
over.
send you up, but there's two.
Right.
But there's two. What about the other one? What about the other one?
Yep.
And I have written in my notes, 49 minutes left, and almost everyone is dead.
There was another couple that, so Melissa, got killed in the bathroom through like an axe or something. But like
but she
her
talks to
boyfriend-
the killer like she knows him. She's like,
does she?
yeah. I mean, she's in the bathroom and she's like, oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. So tough
Yeah,
night, huh?
yeah,
And,
with
and
that-
she like talks to him, and then he turns around and takes a few steps, and she's like, well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna get going, and then just doesn't treat this head to toe red latex.
It's a
wearing
weird.
person. It's like, okay, this is my friend who's doing it. So I'm like, oh, it's Melissa.
What a prank!
And then she immediately dies. What a prank.
Yeah. Because like with like Scream or something is, oh, we know Ghostface, so like, oh, people dress up as Ghostface to try to freak each other out. Oh my gosh, it's actually a killer. This is just very foreboding. If you saw that in the bathroom by yourself, that's clearly not right. Someone standing perfectly still, staring at you with a mask and a coat.
And even the bathroom is dark. It's like lit by a single light bulb.
Oh yeah.
It's like, here, happy prom. Here's your
But
death trap of a bathroom.
But it's
That
also
some
like
kids were in earlier.
a locker room
Sorry, what?
as well. It was so much bigger
Yeah.
than a normal bathroom. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just going to go to the closest bathroom and go get changed or dry my dress off or whatever it is. No, I'm going to go as far away as possible from wherever I am, go into this locker room. And you see as she runs through some point, there's like frosted glass leading into, I guess, the shower stalls or maybe a steam room. This is a wild high school to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't remember how Melissa's boyfriend dies. I just don't remember. He searches after and something.
Let's see.
I don't think he does.
Somebody grabs Lori from the prom room and tells her there's a flower delivery, or there's a delivery for you.
Right.
And like, it's dark out there. You go grab it for me. You can
Yes.
just tell me that
Yes.
you heard about the delivery. You walked across the school to tell me about the delivery. You didn't just grab it. Who delivers anything at this time of night? I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
No, I will walk across the school in the dark and very ominous, like single loose light bulb kind of lighting.
Totally side thought. I forgot to mention that when Tiff was berating Lori a moment ago, that you realized that Lori's mom's name is Rosemary,
Right.
and that Lori is
Therefore,
then
she's
Rosemary's baby.
Rosemary's baby. Yeah.
Yes. So that's
Which
one
is
of
the name of a movie.
This is
Yes.
one of the very few
One of the
references.
omens of the movies.
Good one.
Better
Yeah.
call The Exorcist or I'll scream on Halloween.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I'm
Whatever.
sorry.
Don't do it.
That would make you a psycho.
Yes. And so they
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Unironically, that's one of my top 10 favorite Halloween movies. And we don't need to get into it right now, but I'm just letting y'all know.
so
It gave me nightmares for probably
Same.
a year.
wow. I
Same.
need to see it.
I think I was.
Why didn't we watch that
7.
instead?
Dude, that movie's so
I mean-
amazing.
I need to watch that again just so that I can,
Get the
as an
closure.
adult, go back and like, this is not going to hurt me.
Yeah, no.
Like I am
it's-
bigger than
And
this
then you
now.
can like clear your mind of it.
I
Yeah.
watched it last year. I will say it was very
Ah.
cathartic. It was like, wow, look at this. Ernest still defeating things with the spoilers. He defeats it with the power of love. So,
Okay.
Love
But
it.
Eartha
Yeah.
Kitt, absolutely stunning in her role. Jim
Nice.
Barney, fantastic as Ernest as ever. Relatively well. Dates pretty well. I mean, there's definitely some jokes in there that are, as terrible as they were the day they were it. But yes. Yeah. So
Okay, so Lori
going
feels
into that.
Lori feels full confidence now because Melissa's been like, "Hey, don't worry about Tiffany. I'll help you out. I'll make you stunning."
Here's some
I think she
makeup.
gets eyeliner on. She looks like the same, just with eyeliner, I think. And but then Melissa dies, whatever. But this is when Lori starts devolving into becoming one of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
and so
I guess.
so I took notes. Tiffany stops Lori after her flower delivery and yells at her some more. Okay, yeah, and this is where Melissa like changes to be on her side.
Mm-hmm.
But then I have written down every surviving girl is doing their makeup in the bathroom around Lori, who is staring into the mirror.
I'd be like, "Move, get out of the
Yeah,
way."
She's just like staring into the mirror like one would
Sadly.
stare out over the ocean
Right.
just for hours on end.
It's prom. What are you doing in here?
Guess
Go.
that's just how it is. Ma'am, are you okay?
I have a when she decides to like I'm gonna beat these girls. I'm gonna have a good time. She goes out there and I guess Tiffany's like being weird. Her Lori and Tiffany start like verbally fighting. You almost think they're gonna get into a physical fight. Tiffany's acting almost like she's maybe drunk or something. I couldn't really tell. She just suddenly her character was like very much falling apart. But I would like to read to you what I wrote in my notes at this moment.
Yes.
Please.
I wrote, but now Lori has eyeliner.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't do a dance off. No, please. Please don't. Oh,
They do
God,
it.
this is actually a thing.
Yeah.
And I think this was the worst scene in the entire movie.
It was hard to watch.
Yeah, I wrote DJ mistakes Tiffany's hate and announces a dance off, and they actually do it.
They actually do it, yeah. Because I thought for sure they'd look and be like, shut up.
There's no way they used a choreographer for this. They're just like, yeah, just go. And so they're like waving their hands like trees in the wind.
Lori's hippie dancing, and then Tiffany's like, I don't know what she's doing. She's
Like
having,
almost
like,
a cheer
dance
routine.
seizure.
Interpretive dance, jumping. Yes.
And I mean, this dance, I mean, it's 3, 4, 5 minute scene of this. It's just uncomfortable, repetitive, awkward.
Yeah. And it's ended by the vice principal delivering another cryptic warning. Like,
well, one of the
I didn't
one
write
of
it down, but
some other unnamed friend pulls the plug, makes the music stop, because obviously Lori was gaining the crowd's favor,
Right.
and she wanted to stop it as quick as she could, and then suddenly everyone's voting for Lori to be prom queen instead of the big favorite, which was the betting favorite, which was Tiffany, who we never mentioned had this brief moment of her parents giving her pressure of like, oh yeah, you need to not screw this up. Like you can be the prom queen. You can't lose to a whatever Lori's last name is because we hate them
Granger.
or whatever. Oh yeah, Granger. That's right. How did I forget that?
Granger.
Yeah, Granger. Mudblood. Yeah.
Potter.
Sorry, can I say Mudblood? Anyway,
We'll bleep it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's clearly going Lori's way, and that's when Tiffany starts falling apart even more. And I think at this time, Megan is kind of like, why I can't find anybody? Like, where is everybody going?
What Lori and Megan break up, I wrote down, and then Megan starts doing detective things and summarizing the movie for us.
Yep.
Yeah, she's like, oh, and then Christy died when she was selling drugs, and then the power went out, so that must mean somebody died in the loose, dangerous wire room
that we all know about.
Yeah, and just like,
so
yeah, we just saw it. You don't have
this
to
could have been a
summarize.
misdirection on purpose. I don't know. Again, I think maybe it was unfocused, but the with Lori becoming more like the Mean Girls at this point, I thought in my mind at the beginning the killer is sparing Lori on purpose. She's going to take out person's going to take out all the things and leave Lori to be the winner. But then when Lori started being weird, you saw that one boy that was like, "Ugh, they're all the same." That's when I was like, "Oh, him and his mom, that freaking Breckenridge or whatever her name was,
The principal, yeah.
that's going to be them, and they're suddenly going to go after Lori too, which they do. they go after Lori pretty soon. Lori steals Tyler, Tiffany's boyfriend. If you're listening to this and you're like, I can't keep track of all the characters, don't you worry. We can't either.
You should have been taking notes throughout this
Right.
whole podcast
Correct.
too.
Right. So Tyler, this guy who's been like a nice guy this whole time, like totally nice guy. Oh, now he has to be a jerk so that it's justifiable to kill him, because he takes her off to a side room and is very much like, don't you want to have a moment with me? Out of nowhere. No hint of that anywhere in this movie.
Yeah, he leads her away with like, "Oh, everything's so crazy right now. Do you want to just get some air? Just like, calm us down." You don't say calm down to somebody, but
No.
yeah,
But
it's just let's go somewhere. It's just be us, and we can just like recover
Let's
from
talk.
all this.
Yeah.
It's like, don't you want to recover naked? And she's like,
Yeah, suddenly,
no."
he's very weird.
And then she's like, "No, I don't think I want that. No, I get it. But really we should." And he like grabs her wrist and she's like, "No." And then like right as he grabs her wrist, we see the red suit person like behind,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and she's
Takes
like,
him out.
"You did something bad. You're getting
Right.
punished."
Right.
death.
And it's just so like cookie cutter to me when they do that. Just like, oh, you did A, therefore B. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. And that's when she runs away, and basically Lori and Megan find each other like, I'm so sorry. I should have believed you. This is happening. I should have been a jerk to you. We're gonna die. Running through the steam tunnels.
But they're in the steam tunnels under the school, and then they're like,
As
"Oh
you
no,
do.
we got to get out of here. We
Steam
got to get back to the
tunnels.
prom room." And the killer closes the door to the basement, which locks from the outside. You want to keep those crafty kids from getting out of the basement?
Yeah, that's some
Yep.
OSHA business right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not okay.
How
And so yeah, they escape the basement and like they hide, and Megan slices her hand real bad
Mhm.
getting out of this window that they break, and they just barely escape, and the injured hand never comes up again.
No, I
Okay.
mean the very end, like you need stitches. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was interesting that like the killer was always just randomly where the girls ever were, right? Any girl that went in a room, the killer was just in that room, right, killing them.
Yep.
But
yeah, and
now,
it's not like he
but
couldn't
now-
have possibly followed them because he was already in the room
right?
for
And
every
so,
one of these.
but except for Lori, suddenly he's like walking down the hall in like another room, has no idea where anybody is.
Right.
Like you've been like so in
Yeah.
tune where your victims are this whole time, but now that it's Lori, there's no problem. And this is when I also wrote down that I'm still not seeing this Breckenridge lady. But when they finally get out of the basement and they run into the prom thing that like they're about to crown the prom queen at this point. It's like counting down, and this is when it just goes like the killer's like, I don't care anymore, and this is when it starts cluing you in, I think, to who it is, because the killer now is no longer waiting for someone to go into some side room or whatever. He's full on out on the dance floor, chopping through people's limbs.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is he uses an axe to basically play t-ball with somebody's head. Just
Yep.
like swings and
Yep.
like I think it cuts film, not just the head, but it cuts the scene to where suddenly there's like shoulders, and yeah, that's probably a head, and it just goes flying, and then there's like a fountain of blood, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
chops through an elbow. The rest of the arm doesn't even move, but
A
the
leg, someone's leg.
yeah, and it's just like everybody's
over the top.
screaming, and they're screaming, but we got the smooth hits of the 80s playing too loud, and nobody can hear that. There's a killer.
But it's also very cheesy effects.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
So-
is this
Yes and no. It's like
intentional?
they leaned into it too much, and so it ends up being really gory, but like it almost
Mhm.
ends up being kind of slapstick at the same time.
Yeah, I feel like we ran out of special effects budget. Like we really got to stretch this. This movie's almost over. We only got a few more deaths to go. Let's just
Yeah.
$15 each.
They weren't, as you would say, like in these kind of movies, like fun kills. Like it wasn't like creative. It wasn't
Right.
like
It was just a
special.
like,
it wasn't
oh, okay.
memorable.
You did
was
it just to
like,
do it.
ugh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Paper Slicer was good. Other than that, I don't know
Creative.
okay, yeah.
Have y'all ever
I
cut
feel like
cardboard with a paper slicer or tried to?
Yeah, like folds.
Yeah, it doesn't actually
It
cut.
like bunches up. Yeah.
And
Like
having
if I
worked
try to
with
cut like
paper
more than like
slicers,
5 pieces of typing paper, it like
right?
won't
I'm
cut.
like, clearly somebody has kept up the maintenance on this paper slicer that it is able to
Just
do what it
sharpened
does.
it this morning.
And on top of that, the other thing that every person who uses a paper slicer knows is that if you have to cut as far towards the end as possible. So the smart move, if you ever get stuck in this situation, life hacks, y'all, is to move your hand as close to the fulcrum as possible. So like that little area where it opens up at the least, because then they're going to be just like leaning on it, and it's like, that really hurts, but your hand's going to be intact.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
life hacks.
Just don't get
Hacking
in that
hands
situation,
off.
probably. Hacks. Yeah, so the reason that this person is going nutso on everybody is as Lori is like running in, and she's like inadvertently running toward the stage. She's not really caring about being prom queen right now, but everyone thinks she's running there, and I guess in crying and happiness, maybe, I don't know. And they give her the tiara because she is one prom queen, and she can't get this killer off her back, so she turns around and jams it in his face. Through the mask, luckily.
Which, I mean, very well-funded high school, right? To buy a metal tiara.
Yeah.
I assume those are at least reasonable jewels or something in it. But it's metal, so she stabs him right into the eye with her prom tiara, and he falls down like, and we pull off the mask, and it's someone named Dan. I was like, I don't think I've seen anyone that looks like that. He looks like he's wearing a mask of his own face. And
Because he probably is, because of the eye that's gouged out. It's not real. It looks very much like makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just like, who is this? I don't know who this is.
This person had about 15 seconds of screen time earlier in the movie.
Yeah, and it was him telling Tiffany that being prom queen is the most important thing in the world.
Yeah, and I'm proud of you or something, or make me proud or whatever. Yeah,
and
it's Tiffany's dad.
Yeah, and he gives a quote, "No one remembers the details. They only remember the winner," when they ask him why he did this. You know, I think I might remember that all of my competition was brutally murdered.
Yeah.
And then I won prom queen. No, I was the prom queen.
And like people do that with like a Super Bowl win or something. Like, oh, we don't remember that it was like really a fumble that wasn't the quarterback's fault. He lost the Super Bowl. You know, that's all we remember. Okay, sure. A series of murders, and also people don't remember prom queen.
Also, was this really the most logical option? You're telling me that, because you see it just before this, that Tiffany's mom is filling out ballots. She's like, just a couple extra ballots to stuff the ballot box. If that was an option, why didn't we just do that? I feel like it would have been a little more low profile. People wouldn't have questioned it. So be it.
Because we didn't say it, because the reason he's killing everyone is to make sure Tiffany wins prom queen. I don't think we directly said that, but that is the implication.
Okay, yeah.
But yes, he could have just sat next to his wife and been like, I'll stuff him too. Here we go. Let's just do more.
Swap the ballot boxes. Anything. Literally anything. 200 million other things could have been easier to implement and do and win.
So do you think this is a shocking reveal?
I mean, I didn't know who it was, so no.
I felt like there was only one person that fit the like physical description that you see out of the person in the raincoat, and it looked like that dad or the principal, not Breckenridge, but like the principal. I was like, it's one of the two of them.
Yeah,
you see the principal. And I'm like, cool, it's probably that guy.
Yeah, because he got his arm cut or something. Yeah,
I couldn't tell if the person was like taller than the high school students. I mean, I guess that doesn't. In high school, I was taller than a lot of the adults. I don't know that I could tell anything from the. I could tell that they were not super fat. That's all I could get out of the body type.
Fair.
I couldn't tell height. I couldn't tell like muscular. I couldn't tell male, female.
Yeah, I'd say like movie making 101. If you're gonna have a big reveal, you should care about the characters more, and you should also have more than 15 seconds of screen time for that character. Otherwise, you're not revealing anything.
But that's the Goosebumps way, isn't it? Right? That's the R.L. Stein method, where it's like, oh yeah, I described this guy with this one trait, but he never came up again, and it's like, suddenly.
Yeah, okay, all right. But
here's Tim. He loves his blue jeans.
Okay, the killer's got blue jeans.
To be fair, there's also like 15 more minutes of the movie, right? It's not like they take him away and then cut to credits or whatever. Lori and Megan make up. Tiffany is just completely shocked. Tiffany's mom is, how could you do this, Dan? Dan, right?
Dan.
I could do this, Dan. Oh, and yeah, okay, great. You do get a quick reference to the other trilogy I was mentioning, which is just so much better than this, by the way. They said
What did
they said, oh, this is worse than 10 years ago. In that trilogy, there's 3 separate decades, and one of them is 1978.
There you go.
That's
Ah.
yeah, but like, so what? What a random reference. Anyways, so
This is so much worse than Pilgrim Times.
yeah, this
in
is
the
so much worse than
1600s.
all the bad stuff that happens in this town weekly.
This is nothing
but-
like your first Thanksgiving.
Something like the Crusades.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. I guess so.
Yeah,
Anyways,
neat,
can you
man.
fill out the paperwork?
Yeah, so the police and the ambulances show up, and everybody's like calming down. Everybody's got blankets wrapped
Yeah,
around
somehow
them.
calming down. I mean, would you be calmed down?
I mean, I wouldn't be like screaming and running for my life, probably, because I would have. I assume they caught the killer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be flustered for sure. And so EMT comes up to Megan and you gotta cut hand. We gotta take you to the hospital for stitches. Okay, I'll get in. Do you have any weed? Great, cool line. She asks the ambulance driver for weed. And then the police. Earlier in the movie, Lori goes home from her waitress job, and we find out that her mom is a cop, but she's going to be working overnight, and she won't be home. So you just make your own dinner. Okay. She doesn't show up to the school.
I thought she was a security
didn't get
guard.
called on duty. Oh, I don't know. All I saw was the uniform, and then she's like, "Hey, I'm not going to be here tonight. Make your own food."
I think I assumed I
See
was
you
like,
later.
oh yeah, after she got framed up for the crime or whatever it was and stuff like that, like they probably wouldn't have her as a cop unless they really no place ever puts somebody in an outfit and is like, oh yeah, they're a cop, unless they say like, oh yeah, look at them, I guess I'm going to work for the force, and the badges and my badge and my gun. I don't know. They're never subtle about it. That was my assumption, I guess.
Okay. But they're like, not like, I'm going to go to work with my buddy Paul Blart.
Right. Exactly.
Another moment here, there's a cop taking notes with the mom of the guy that was killing everyone. And you see that Breckenridge listening to their conversation, hearing that Tiffany went home and walks out of the room. And I was like, again, like there's another thing saying that's
fair.
her subtly. And then once he said, yeah, ma'am, you can go ahead and go home, to the mom, because she was like, just let me be with my daughter. Goes home. Lori took Tiffany home to comfort her, make her feel better. Because now
Yeah.
Tiffany's turned a new leaf, and it's like, Lori, don't leave me. I'm so
Nope.
scared,
I'll buy it.
A heartfelt apology on the drive home. I'm sorry I treated you so bad, Lori.
Which is, again, where it's like, that's not misdirection. That's just writing a character and then just writing a different character later. That's not really... Ugh. So the mom walks in the house, and the second she hit the stairs with a knife, it's like, oh. Because at first I was like, why would you walk in and make noise if you want to?
Yeah, it's just like she just needs to have the fun of chasing.
I guess, but she also knows that Tiffany is in the room with Lori, because, surprise, the dad killed. The mom was the other one that you barely saw a second
There were
killer.
two.
Yeah, and then, surprise, Tiffany is also a crazy person being
Surprise,
raised
third
by
killer.
two parents.
Yeah, they go and hide in the closet, and then Tiffany is freaking out. Just, oh, can you imagine how awful it would have been? Quiet, she's gonna find us. And like, you were in the one closet in this person's house.
Yeah,
like,
it's the
she's
only
gonna
hiding
find you.
spot. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it is revealed that Tiffany's in on it too, and she and her mom are gonna like team up, and both of them kill Lori. And I really should have seen it coming, because like you don't order a bunch of red latex suits and then just hey, this came in the mail. What's this about? Oh, I don't know. Nothing. Don't worry
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah. But Lori shoves Tiffany off the stairs, impales her on this statue that was very, very the focus when the mom first walked in the house.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I assume it's a falcon. Her last name is Falconer, and
Yeah.
it's a very pointy bird. It's basically like a statue of somebody holding a sword vertically,
Right.
though,
Just
is
with, like, a beak.
the effect.
Yeah, and then
So she dies.
She's out. So then it's Lori versus the mom. Lori like stumbles and like digs through a desk for a while. It was really unclear. It was like there's a cabinet over there, but there's a desk over here. I'm gonna stumble with the desk. I'm gonna stumble with the cabinet.
Oh, it was a desk. I thought it was a piano, and I'm like, I don't know what she's looking for. Is she looking
But
for
I
piano wire
still don't know
to
what
get
she
her?
got out of it. Oh, I know what she got out of it. Because the door got locked, right? Like the mom locked the door when she came in, so you can't get out. So even if she
What, of the front house? The front
yeah,
door?
she locked it behind her.
That's
I
right.
think.
She's like shaking the inside of the door, which why isn't the lock up? Again,
Right.
not
So
important,
then
not
she
important.
got the key out of the desk. That is so not clear, but I'm realizing it right now. She got a key out of the desk, put it in her pocket, unrelated to killing the mom, which she does with a trophy that she grabs out of the cabinet.
Right.
Which is
And
great
then
because winning is everything. Winning is everything for them. So
Yeah.
to kill her with a
The
trophy
irony.
is
Right.
great.
Correct.
And I don't know how she. So she's gone home with Tiffany. She's killed Tiffany. She's killed the mom, or left her, very, very injured.
Mhm.
And I don't know how Tiffany's going to get out of this without them saying, she was the killer all along.
Yeah,
It was
circumstantial
her and
evidence.
Dan.
Mm-hmm. And
Well, I guess because Tiffany's mom's holding a big knife,
Right.
right? But maybe she's defending herself.
Right. Yeah. And then she's like, "Yeah, I'm Lori Granger. I'm out. Movie over." But there was a post-credit scene.
Oh, I didn't watch
I
it.
could not make myself stay around that
Did
long.
you?
What
Did
was
you,
it?
Alex?
No, I did not.
It goes back to the mom laying on the ground. A little bit of blood's pooling out, and it goes in the shape. So stupid.
Of a
This is one
falcon.
of those like, no, we're just gonna attach it to the other series for no reason. The shape
Of a
of
pilgrim.
this witch's logo that was very prevalent in the other trilogy. In the other trilogy, there is a witch that would put a curse on somebody, and they'd like totally like zombie out, like their eyes would like kind of fade, and they would just go on a murdering spree, right? But they were doing it involuntarily, right? She like almost like controlled their body. Okay, this is not that. So it's just it's like when Cloverfield, they just started like putting random Cloverfield things to make it be a Cloverfield movie.
Yeah.
Like it's not related to Cloverfield. You just put this for 10 seconds and now you're saying it's Cloverfield. Very much like that. What would you guys give this movie?
Back.
Yeah.
Give it back.
I looked it up. It has a 1.8.
That seems about right.
10, I think.
Accurate. Out of 10, out of 100, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not a good score.
This movie sucked, guys.
I don't think I could justify giving this movie above a 2. And
This movie was bad.
I really just, it was all the moments that could have been like slapstick fun or like, oh my gosh, kind of like horror comedy absurdity. They said, no, we're going to stay gritty and serious. And all the moments that they said, oh, we could have gone gritty and serious, they went kind of campy. It felt like they cheaped out of their own movie.
They could not pick a. They could
Over
not.
and over.
I know that can be hard to do, but just lean into it, man. I'd like to say again, like the original trilogy was good stuff. The first one that was set in the 90s was really good. I thought the one in the 70s also really good. Very much like a camp. It was called Camp Nightwing or something like that. The third one was further back. It was fine, but it was all connected. I recommend it actually. In fact, I should watch that trilogy instead. But this movie was not good.
Not
It makes
watching
me.
3 of these.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? Because now you have the bad taste on like.
Yes, I do. Just like you introducing us to
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps with My Hairiest Adventure.
I
Now,
knew that
like,
was gonna
really
come
have
up.
to slog through another one of these?
Now they do say that there's
Woof.
rumors of a 5th Fear Street movie coming
Huzzah.
out. The Wrong Number. That's based on another book. By the way, this is based on a book called The Prom Queen. Apparently, has nothing to do with the book. I didn't read the book.
Fantastic.
I also would like to point out that the Fear Street books that I recall are not gory like this. This is more like Christopher Pike, and I don't even think Christopher Pike went that hard. They extremely ramped it up.
I've never seen Christopher Pike.
Neither have I. I think it's interesting that you mentioned the idea of like, because at the beginning it said, oh yeah, based on the Fear Street, or at the end, based on the Fear Street books. And so if this was based on a Fear Street book called Fear Street Prom Queen, by that token, could you just make a movie about an old dude on a boat and say based on The Old Man in the Sea? Like
That's apparently.
Sure.
I mean that like what was that movie? It's actually a pretty good book. Yes Man, right? Like when that movie came out, I was pretty excited about it. I like that book a lot. Not at all the same. It's the premise is a guy says yes to things. Every single other thing is incorrect. Even like the name of the character. So like, how much can you? That's apparently what happened here. That's entirely different characters as well. Can you just name? Can you just name a movie off of a book, say that it's based on, and only keep like 1% of it? I guess.
I don't know if the other Fear Street movies too. Again, looking at this,
those
as a
I don't think
property,
were based on books. I don't think, but I could be wrong.
Looking at it as a property, it very much lacks that kind of. I hesitate to say whimsy, but I mean, it kind of is for Goosebumps, where it's like, look, what if this weird scenario was played out in this weird way? And yeah, I remember there being like unsettling episodes of TV whenever I was a kid and stuff like that. There was this episode of what's the one, Ghost Rider, where there was this like little slime guy and stuff like that, and he kept coming back, and I was like, oh my god, that's terrifying as a child. I couldn't tell you why, but it was. Yeah. And those kind of things, it's like, that's interesting enough because it plays out and lets your imagination run wild. There was no imagination in this. There wasn't even
no
you can get ahead and solve who the killer is. No, it was.
It was Dan.
Yeah,
it was Dan.
Yeah, it was
Dan.
But why?
Come on, Dan.
I'd give this movie a Dan out of 100.
Oof, that's a valid score.
Just one Dan.
Just one Dan out of 100.
I don't recommend it. I mean, I do like watching horror. I do like watching horror comedy. This is neither. This is just some scenes put together with random effects.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I would recommend to watch this movie is to then listen to this podcast again and be like, I know, right?
Yes,
exactly.
That's why you should watch it, is so that you know what we're talking about.
Precisely. If you're looking for a great horror, Halloween movie to watch, again, as mentioned in the middle of this, go watch Ernest Scared Stupid.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
It's a fantastic film.
And
Classic.
I've got, if you want a legit horror movie that one of the scariest movies I've ever seen.
I just mentioned one,
Oculus. Yeah. Oculus. Well, it's not Ernest. Not Ernest finds Oculus. Whatever. It's Oculus. And then if you want horror comedy, I could recommend Ready or Not, like I did, but also Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Classic.
Those are both really great. So watch all those things that we said instead of this. I mean, watch this too, so you know what we're talking about and feel our pain.
Or don't. You don't have to.
Yeah, you could. You could just not watch Fear Street Prom Queen.
Yeah,
be your own person.
FSPQ.
Yep.
Not one of those popular acronyms.
No. Well, I hope everyone has an excellent Halloween.
Yes, very much so.
It's gonna be good.
I also hope that.
It's gonna be good. My neighborhood has a lot of stuff going on. They really deck it out, lights and stuff all on the sidewalks and things, and yeah.
All right, everybody go to Zach's neighborhood.
You should, if you can find where I live.
Those Yeerks ruining everything.
They always do.
Yeah, I hope you guys get more treats than tricks, because that's how they get you.
It's a good proportion.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Animorphs 55, the podcast, is a fan-driven, nostalgic podcast created by Zach Hurdle, Patrick Viersba, and Alex Holton. But don't tell the Yeerks. Theme music provided by Neko Boy. Podcast artwork by Rachel Hurdle. Episodes edited by Patrick Viersba. Based on the 90s sci-fi kids series written by K.A. Applegate, Michael Grant, and other contributing authors. To contact the show, email animorphspodpeople@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you.